What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. Today we are having a more coherent and even more heated debate about something that really matters, and that is muscle cars. What is the best true muscle car on the market right now or coming out for 2021? And honestly, Dodge, Mopar, they've already got it on lock. It's just a question of which car you guys want to go with. Personal preference, some performance preference, and just kind of what kind of options you guys like. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a quick update on a video that I did yesterday, because I've already been talking to the dealership with the car that I was telling you guys about, the WIDEBODY, and apparently it's not as available as their website would make it seem, which is what you guys are looking at right here. Then we're going to go ahead and jump onto the Dodge website, Challenger versus Charger, pricing from the factory, options from the factory. You guys are going to see that one of the Challenger or the Charger is going to have a lot more options if you want to order your car exactly the way you want it. So that's a factor right there. Then we're also going to look at market trends and have some closing thoughts on the Challenger versus the Charger, because that's the hottest debate around right now, guys. It's not two old guys blabbering on all the news networks. It's us right here in the WIDEBODY Nation talking about cars, talking about things that actually influence our lives day to day, that are in our driveways, in our garages. So let's jump right into it. What's that? Oh, you got to remind them about. Yep, 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so guys, that was Secret Service. They just hit me up. They wanted me to remind you guys that we are still doing our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We are just cruising on up to that 1,000 sub mark, so I appreciate you guys for being part of the WIDEBODY Nation. To enter to win these $250 headphones, all you have to do is go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and that automatically enters you to win these exact, fresh from Amazon Prime, $250 headphones for free. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my Powerbeats Pro because I use them all the time. Let's jump into this. So quick update, if you guys haven't seen my video on the cheapest RT Scat Pack WIDEBODY charger available, it is in fact this one right here. Now available is where we're going to hit some speed bumps here, boys and girls, because I actually talked to the dealership today and they're kind of, let's just say that this dealership's not on my top tier list anymore. They don't know the difference between a Charger and a Challenger half the time, and that just might be their online reps. And now they're saying it's not available because it's getting sent back to Chrysler because of damage, ? And then another one of you guys, one of the WIDEBODY Nation hit me up and they said they actually put a deposit down here on this very car, and then they weren't allowed to buy it. So I don't know what's going on with this dealership. So I don't know if I would go here, guys, but after dealing with them for a half a day, not a 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'll tell you that much. Let's jump into the Chargers versus the Challengers. And this dealership actually has two vehicles that are spec'd out pretty much the same. Look at this. They have a really inexpensive Challenger WIDEBODY Scat Pack right here, over here to the right. And they have this one that we were talking about here, but apparently it's not available anymore. Apparently one of you guys already tried to buy it. Apparently it's going back to Dodge. Who knows? I don't think anyone's gonna be buying it anytime soon. Or maybe they're just blowing smoke up all of us, and someone already bought it. Who knows? Let's go to the Challenger versus the Charger. So right off the bat, in my opinion, the Challenger looks better. A well spec'd out Challenger in the right color with the right options, in my opinion, looks better. Now, I'm not railing on the Charger. I own Chargers, and I have owned Chargers. And I think Chargers look great. I would say a Charger looks between a 9 and a 9.5 out of 10, whereas the Challenger, if spec'd perfectly, looks 10 out of 10. I mean, a Challenger like those red eyes, a Destroyer gray, Challenger, Hellcat, red eye, WIDEBODY with a red interior. Oh man, I mean, check this out. Let's check it out right here real quick. Challenger, Hellcat, red eye, Destroyer gray, WIDEBODY. All right, jump into some images here. I don't know if we'll get the full spec, but I mean, come on now. Well, that's a tiny picture. But Destroyer gray, best color, and then the Challenger's body lines, they're great. Now, the Challenger, in my opinion, looks better. It's more customizable because when you go on the Dodge website, you go here, You roll Dodge Challenger. Oh yeah, we'll build and price it. Okay. Build and price. Boom. Look at the insane amount of trims before we even get into building it. My guys, 13 trims. 13 trims. I mean, for me, that's pretty cool. I guess here we'll go ahead and build out a red eye, because why not? Why would we not build the best one? A lot of usable power here, folks. So it's interesting that I always start you out with green, but the options that the Challenger gives is pretty similar to the Charger. All the hood stripes, you know, you can do the hood. They do the hood pin kit on the Challenger, which is pretty cool too. Same rims, same brake calipers, same tires. They do allow you to mess with the spoiler too, which is pretty interesting for some people. I'm personally not a big fan of this weirder looking spoiler, but I mean, that's to each his own. Obviously, red interior for most specs is my preference, but that's available on both cars. You know, red seat belts, sunroof, all that good stuff. So here's where it gets a little bit better for the Challenger, because their Plus package versus they allow you to modulate it a little more here on the Challenger, whereas the Charger's less options. So overall, though, I would say that the Challenger. Oh, and it comes in. You can get the Challenger in a manual. That's kind of the kicker for me, is the manual edition, or if you want to not do the manual, that's fine too. So having the ability to go manual in the Challenger is a big selling point, I think, for a good amount of enthusiasts out there. So Challenger comes in a manual. There's more options. There's 13 base model. There's 13 trims, and then there's also a couple more options, hood pins, a couple of little knick-knacky things that can make it really, really, really customizable to you. Now, the Charger, you know, it seems to me like the Charger is more practical. Obviously, it's got 4 doors, about the same size trunk. So 5-seater comfortably, can seat 4 people very comfortably. It's the best, fastest dual couch out there. The Charger only technically has 6 trims right now, depending on how you count the whole new red eye trim. But it's got 6. It's got 2 wide body variants, which is kind of where you guys like to be. You guys are big Scat Pack boys, so we'll go ahead and snag that up. The Scat Pack for the Charger does allow you to do a lot of these interior additions, subtractions, the Plus group, the technology group, that kind of stuff. Here's what I want to talk about with the Charger, though. In my opinion, it drives better. Your seating position, as far as like how far or back you are in the car, it makes me more confident driving pretty much any level Charger compared to the Challenger. With the Challenger, you have so much hood, so much mass out in front of you that I just feel very detached from the front of the car, and it feels much more boaty to me. Whereas the Charger has a little bit more of a go-kart feel. Now we're talking about 2 massive muscle cars here, so we're not talking about some sort of actual race car. We're not talking about like an Ariel Atom or something like that. All I'm saying is, compared, you know, driving my Charger Daytona and my buddy's Challenger TA 392, that Challenger TA is mean, and it looks amazing in that destroyer gray with all the black accenting the black wheels, all that good stuff. But I tell you what, when I get back into my Charger, it's more direct, and I feel like I'm far enough forward where I can actually like see the road. I can make decisions. And then inside the Charger too, I prefer the more roomy cabin. In the Charger, you have a more normal setup, whereas in the Challenger, you're kind of fighting. It's more a kind of race car. I would say just like very, very muscle car-y, because it's got that weird interior. We can look at some interior photos here. Ooh, there's the red eye out here. Dang, this is pretty good looking. So just the Challenger does have that interior. These are all really close up photos, but the Challenger has that interior where you're a little bit more boxed in, which oh, here we go. So this doesn't seem like it would make a big difference, but it does. And the screen is slightly angled towards you. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't like the interior as much on the Challenger either. So the Charger, more economical, drives better in my opinion, and it looks amazing, but just not as good as a well-spec Charger. Just doesn't look quite as good as a Challenger, in my opinion. So as far as the market goes, what do we think we can get the best deal on? And honestly, after looking at challengers, I would say that the markets are pretty much mirroring themselves. Narrow body cars are going for significantly less, not just because they cost less from the factory, but because Dodge has realized that people are crazy, that the wide body nation is growing, and we're hungry for these wide body cars from the factory because they look so good. So you're gonna see your horsepower dollars for both the Charger and the Challenger. You're gonna see sometimes dealers are discounting me more, and then sometimes dealers are jacking them up. I do think that the jacked up pricing is happening more with the, hey, let's get rid of some of the, we'll keep some of the stuff here too. So this is at the dealership that we were just talking about. And I do think that some dealers are jacking up the price a bit more. This is an interesting spec right here on the Chargers, because this is the first year the Chargers have come out in a wide body. We haven't seen a wide body Charger before. So that, I believe, is why you're seeing more foul play, more profit hungry dealers messing around with the pricing of the Charger. So if you're buying a Challenger, I would highly recommend you not pay anywhere close to over sticker, unless maybe you guys go ahead and end up getting this. Let's go back to Dodge real quick. The 2020/2021 super stock right here is probably the only one I would play around with crazy pricing on. But honestly, even that one, not too hot about paying over. But that's pretty much the video I got for you guys. I do appreciate you guys just down in the comments below. You guys have been tossing down the deals you've gotten on your cars, the attempts you've made to buy some cars, and dealers are kind of playing like funny business games with you guys. I appreciate all your questions below. Some of the videos we have coming out are talking about trade-ins. Trade-ins are a great way to not only get out of a car that you may or may not currently want, but also, and not only get a good value for your trade, but trading in a vehicle also saves you from some or all of your taxes on that new vehicle purchase, because it's factored in as I got to do a whole video on it. It's factored in, and basically they do the launch code, and that part of the trade-in does not count towards your taxable amount, because the idea is that you've already been taxed. Whole video coming on that. Credit cards. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but there are ways where, you guys kind of should use a credit card for down payments or for big repairs, because credit cards, when you open them up, if you have good credit, you can get 10, 20, 30, 40% of that spend back in points. So what I mean is that you could swipe a $5,000 down payment and then Chase the bank, Chase Bank, so you have a Chase card, they give you 100,000 points. If those points are valued at, let's say, $1 per point, you just got 1,000 points for spending $5,000, aka you just got 20% back or 20% off on that down payment. So that's another way to nickel and dime your way down to an even better steal of a deal. Another video coming out on that. 2020 Hellcat lease. My buddy's Charger showed up to the dealership today/yesterday. I believe it was today. And I believe he's taking delivery this weekend. I'm going to make sure he gets some footage and sends me all his deal paperwork so that we can actually go ahead and have the CIA redact that. Remember, they black everything out for us. And then I will go ahead and show you guys the numbers so you know that I am not lying and I'm actually making the best deals out there. Lastly, I have been practicing with my GoPro. I got a suction mount. I got some GoPro stuff right here. But I've been practicing different exhaust clips, like montages, driving montages, and filming in the car. So we got some driving montages coming out with the Subaru, coming out with the Charger Daytona. So look out for that. I may start working those into these kind of videos, but I know that you guys like this direct car buying content where I'm just sitting here yelling at the screen, running my mouth about these vehicles, and then you guys can move on with your day. So I will have those separately released videos, but if you guys like them and want me to start bridging the gap here, then go ahead and let me know. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're still watching this video and you're not subscribed, that would surprise me. But appreciate it. Hit the like button. Comment below with your deals. more videos you guys want, anything you want me to do other than maybe, jump off the balcony, I will go ahead and do that for you guys. So appreciate you tuning in. Stay safe out there. And if you guys are watching the debate tonight, that's cool too. I just thought that we could have a non-political conversation about two amazing muscle cars that Dodge provides us with. I love cars. You guys love cars. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.